Hello, guys. How are you? Hopefully, you're all living COVID free and happy. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm in Japan. I'm quarantined, and I have to work midnights for the first 2 weeks. So, yeah, this is a late night Japan time video about how to write really good antagonists for your protagonists in your stories, okay? And I'm going to be using G.I. Joe Volume 1, Issue 29, to explain myself because I think this is a great example of how you can have amazing villains, counterpoints for your heroes or your protagonists in your story. Let's get into it and watch the glare here. It's a Mario. Okay, got a lot. I miss these ads. So anyway, this issue was of course written by the great Larry Hama, who I respect very very much, and it's really cool because Frank Springer, Andy Mushniewski, Rick Parker, this team, Denny O'Neil, Jim Shooter, everything at this time coming out was pretty much golden. And basically, what happens is the Joes just had a big battle, and they won the battle, but now they have to refit their equipment, and they're in a dock, and people are making fun of them because they look so weird. And yeah, as we go through the issue, we realize that Firefly and Destro have been left by Cobra Commander, and look at the artwork; it's just great. And they're on their way back to kind of seek redemption, but they have to get through the Joes to do it. So you got this big group of Joes, and meanwhile, as this is all happening in Florida, back in Springfield, which was the town where Cobra had their main base, Cobra Commander comes back, and it's so funny, right? Like they just got their ass kicked, but he's like, who cares? I love parades, man. There's Billy. He becomes a thing. And if you know the G.I. Joe canon, then you know that the storyline gets really convoluted and they run through multiple plots over and over and over again, but it never gets boring. And so as this stuff is happening in Florida with the Joes and Firefly and Destro, back in Springfield, Cobra Commander's having a big rally, and what he does is, oh, look at what a great ad. I wonder if they could even have this anymore. Would we be discriminating against mutants? Anyway, this is how you comment on things. It's not a blatant anti something. It's mutants aren't real. Let's use this as an allegory for racism in the real world, and then paint that picture. We don't have to be too blatant about it, right? And then nobody gets offended, and everybody can enjoy the same story, right? Let's have more of that. Anyway, this is the introduction of Fred. Now, if you don't know who Fred is, he was a Crimson Commando who they set up as a yuppie. And in the 80s, yuppies were a big thing, right? Gentrification, all they cared about is money, working on Wall Street and all this, and they had a really bad reputation. Kind of, it was they were used as like a joke or an insult to be called a yuppie. But yeah, this line has it, right? He is young, intelligent, good looking, and upwardly mobile, which is kind of things that were said about yuppies. Anyway, that's Cobra's big plan. Is they're gonna put these guys in there to infiltrate society, concerned citizen, active in local politics. And then they even give him I love it. They even give him a Cobra family. So here we go, right? As much as what's happening with Destro and Firefly we have the antagonists building their power, showing their plans, setting up seeds for later story points, right? Nothing's going to be unexpected if you follow the comics, and that's the whole deal, right? They want you to buy number 30. So anyway, we go through, and now they've come to the point where they meet the Joes, and Destro and Firefly actually steal the Joe's hovercraft, which was awesome. I never had that toy, but I always really wanted it. I always really wanted the helicopter. I had the little Cobra one. Anyway, so the Joes, have to go and try to get, try to get their multi-million-dollar heavily armed and armored hovercraft back. And it's basically just this running battle where Firefly and is trying to get away. I mean, they're smashing through restaurants. The Joe's big ship is actually a hydrofoil. They need to make the hydrofoil go. And again, here's typical 80s humor, right? You got the dumb sheriffs. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at that battle. So great. And everything is drawn to scale. Looks amazing. Anyway, what I'm trying to show here is like Firefly and Destro are really, really capable. I mean, it's taking this whole team of Joes just to keep up with them, right? And it's not making the Joes look bad. I mean, the Joes are using their own equipment, right? They have their own capabilities. But it's not like the villains are idiots who are just stumbling through things. They're trying, they're using their brains. Just when the Joes have them cornered, he's got wrist rockets, right? There's always they set these characters up so well, and I mean, I know it was for a toy line and everything, but who cares? Secret Wars came out of a toy line, and that was an amazing series that changed the Marvel universe to this day. If Hickman's going back to it, why shouldn't we? This is crazy. Diamond ring advertisements, right? Give your love a diamond. Isn't that interesting? Military diamond sales, hey? Military diamond sales. Anyway, they've crippled the helicopter that has to do a crash landing back on their ship. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right? Great artwork there. And in the meantime, Firefly dumps depth charges in. Long and the short of it, they fire off the depth charges. They recapture the whale, but it's filled, And what have Destro and Firefly left for them? Plastic explosives, which one of the Joes is about to tripwire, is about to sacrifice his life for. Again, we're showing that these are heroes. He's not incapable. This is his job. He's the explosives guy, right? Oh, look at that. And by the way, this is filled with editor's notes, which I absolutely love because it catches people up. You don't have to waste a page on a recap, right? Actually, we use editor's notes in Rascals. We're working on issue 3. Don't worry, people. And then he's like, get out of here, dude. You don't have to kill yourself. Again, he's using his, special thing, which is his strength to get rid of the explosive device. He's not incapable. Okay? Everybody's capable. Everybody's trying. Everybody's showing what they can do. The protagonists and the antagonists are actively working against each other at full strength, right? So what has happened is actually Destro and Firefly were just hiding at the port the whole time. They weren't even in those depth charges. Yeah? And then they're on their way to Springfield. So I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is, remember this ad? I guess what I'm trying to say is make great villains. Make great protagonists. Give them every toy that you can give them at the beginning when you're hashing out their characters so that you have these things to rely on later. Don't be a one-trick pony on any of your characters. Really make them dynamic. Really make them have a lot to offer. And I think as you're going through things like this and trying to write issues, maybe, or an action comic like this, it's just more fun for everybody. It's more fun for you. It's more fun for the readers. And to be honest, if you're writing something and you're not having fun or you're not pulling emotions out of yourself while writing, then maybe write a different story. I hope this helps. I hope it gives you a good look at what you can do. And also, let's remember, probably in the modern comics area that we're in right now, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Volume 1, Issue 29, which was, look what just happened. This would have been probably criticized as a filler issue. But what have we had? We've had, great ways of showing dynamic characters. We've built up what Cobra's doing in the background. Again, the protagonists are working and using everything that they have. And setting up future conflict, which is what you want to do in a serialized book, okay? Anyway, hope that helps. My comic, Ray Gun, is available on Comixology. It's like $3 for 6 issues collected. It's a great book. Please check it out. Let me know what you think. Love you guys. Bye-bye.